Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure, and I'm reaching you guys all the way from WAT, West Africa. And I want to say beautiful morning to you guys that are obviously joining right from the same time zone with I. And I want to say good day to whomever it may concern that is joining from any other part of the world. So in this morning section, we'll be looking at DXY, and from there we would greatly move towards the major pairs and the likes of Euro USD, British Pound USD. Would also touch down on gold and the minerals and the likes of UX oil. And alongside that, also in this live streaming, to whom it may concern or to whoever is joining live, if you have any currency pair you would want us to look at, you can also drop it in the chat section, so we'll take our time to look at it together. If you are a newcomer or you're just stumbling to this video for the first time, we do this every day, weekdays from Monday to Friday. Okay, we have the morning section and we also have the afternoon section. So right about now, this is the morning section, and just like you can see, we already have price doing its thing. And what we basically want to do now is to align ourselves to what price is doing. Okay, right there on the chart you can see a couple of drawing. The drawing you see there is from yesterday's afternoon session. For the guys that joined the afternoon session yesterday, I believe this drawing you're seeing on the screen will not be new to you. I believe you'll be familiar with it, for the obvious reason that it was in the afternoon section that we came up with the drawing you're seeing right there on the chart. And from the look of that drawing, obviously you can tell what direction we speculated for on DXY. And so far I think we might still have to go with that same bias from yesterday's drawing, but there are some conditions I would want price to meet. I would want price to show me some things that would align properly to that direction. So it's not necessarily coming up with a direction. What price does before that direction is something that we would greatly observe and make sure that all that is required for price to give us that good move is met. If price doesn't go the way we want it to go, and I mean in the pre-setup, we would largely sit on the sidewalk and watch from afar. Okay, but like I said, the bias is still the same on DXY, which is we are still hoping that price will trade up into those red lines you see at the top, then eventually come right back down. I would want to know, do you guys prefer the white background themed chart, or do you prefer the black background? Which one is easy for you guys to use? I would want to know, so that I don't stress you guys that are joining the live stream. Okay, and if If you prefer the black theme, you let me know. If the white theme is okay, also please let me know. The chat section is there. I will greatly appreciate it if I get any opinion at all. Okay. All right. So we've already started having some ideas on approach on what and how we want to engage price this morning. For the guys that joined the afternoon section yesterday, I believe some of you guys took some trade with me, and I was able to break even in some of those trades. And I think I gave you guys the updated stop loss and all. I hope you guys were able to manage those trades properly. Or maybe at the end of the video, I would also let you guys know what time would you hold an open trade, and what time will you consider to either break even or to close that trade. Okay, remember, for the guys that have been joining my live stream from day one, you know how important that I trade with time. I don't only trade with price, I also trade with time. All right, so if I have an open position, there are time intervals that I would want to hold that trade. I will give an example. So for morning sections, if I open a trade, or let me not call it in the morning session, let's use the whole day. Okay, once it is 5 o'clock in the evening, if you have any open position and it's in profit, I recommend you break even on that trade. Then if you are in loss, you can decide to close the trade like that, or you let your stop loss do the work. Okay, I just want to say this before we continue, because I figured out most times when we leave trade to run through the night without either breaking even, price tends to do its own thing. So in order to be safe, like, remember I always say it, you don't have control over what price is doing. What you have control over is how you react to price. Your decisions that you make is what you have control over. You don't necessarily have control over what price is going to do, but you have control over your reaction to that. Okay, so in order for us to trade this morning session, we will have control over what we want to do. Okay, and the first thing we want price to do is on DXY. You know how important DXY is. Everybody that have been joining my live stream will know for sure how important DXY is important to us. We need this high to be taken out first before any other swing is taken out. Okay, you see that write up I have there? I'll make it red so it will be in line with the line also. We need that level, we need price on DXY to do what? To trade up first. Okay, then they might decide to maybe trade further up, I don't know, but they need to trade up first in order for us to look for that reversal down. Okay, and that's the manipulation I expect them to do. But in a situation whereby that's not the case, and price decides to swipe down first, it means the market condition for this morning session will greatly reduce to us now trying to force in trades, and we don't want to be in that situation. All right, but if price swipes down first, we will or rather, there's nothing like we will. If price swipes down first, it reduces. Let me use the word, it reduces our, or it reduces the authenticity of our bias. Okay, so what we need price to do is to go up first. Okay, that's what we want price to do. Price should go up first, but it seems like price is not going to do that. You can see they are coming right back down, and that's not what we want. We need price to close to go up first. They should not take out that low. Once they take out that low, the market condition will become more um, um, hard. Let me use the word hard or difficult. All right, it will become more difficult for us to engage in. But with that said, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be like that. I'm not always correct. I believe you guys already know that. Most times I'm wrong here. So don't take my word for it. That's just my point. If you're joining live, please remember to like the video so that the algorithm can recommend the video to other users. Remember, we are in a mission, and our mission is to build up this community. And for us to do that, we need the algorithm to promote our videos to people so that people can see what we do here and can engage on what we do here. And for each and every one of you that has been liking my videos and have been making it consistent to join all my live streaming, I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And you guys can see price is about to take out that low. We wouldn't want that, and they successfully did take out that low. Okay, TMX. All right, I'll send you the Discord link now. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, TMX. I think yesterday I sent it late before the stream closed, so I'm going to send it to you right now. Okay, let me get the link real quick. I'll do that so before I continue my analysis, so I don't forget. I'll be sending it right now on the chat. This is for you, TMX. That's the link there. You can use that link to get into our Discord um, channel. It's totally free, so don't feel like we're not collecting money from anyone. The whole essence of the Discord is for us to have a place where we can gather outside the YouTube live stream. YouTube, we don't have where we can, have a group chat here on YouTube, so we'll be using Discord for now. So you guys can see price swiped down, which greatly kind of what's the word I'm going to use now? Which kind of makes the setup now to be a bit stretched, overstretched. So that means we are going to wait a bit more longer. Assuming market traded up first, it would have been a straightforward price, entry for us. But right now, you can see price traded down. So the next thing for us to do is to come up with a story and a bias to align ourselves properly. I can see the likes coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you that is giving the likes. Thank you all for that. All right, so the next thing for us to do is to come up with another story. Okay, it's all about coming up with stories and stories and stories and scenarios that will align us properly to what price is doing. Remember, we don't have control over what price is doing. We only have control over how we react to it. All right, so our first expectation was for price to trade up, which you guys can see on the chart there. Price failed to do that. I'll remove these drawings. These drawings are from yesterday. I'll remove it just for us to have a cleaner chart, and so the chart will not be messy. Good morning, guys. Ferranmi, I see you. Good morning. Why be fair? Good morning. I really appreciate each and every one of you that is joining live every day. good morning to you guys, and I hope you guys did have a wonderful night rest. I did for myself, although I had a big cold, but I'm doing okay and I'm ready to go for today. All right. So let's get back to the analysis. So we are trying to come up with a story, all right, to align ourselves properly to what price is doing. All right. So the first expectation, price failed to give us that. So the next thing we would do is we would find the next level we would expect price to reach, and for us to expect a reversal. And the level I'm looking out for is obviously here, for the obvious reasons. Remember, for the obvious reasons. Remember, maybe it's in this swing here. Okay. And for the guys that have been joining my live stream, you would already know why I would expect price to come down here. Okay, for us to now find a reversal going up. The obvious reason. Let me see if anybody would recognize that in the chat. Please let me know if you know. If you don't know, it's fine. But I will give you guys maybe 5 minutes for you to, because the whole essence is for us to learn. I keep on saying this every day, and I've seen that thing that I keep on talking about every day. I just want to know if you guys spot it out. For me, I've already seen it. I just want to know if you guys can spot it out. I'll give you guys like 4 or 5 minutes to spot it out. If you know what it is, just type it on the chat. If you don't, it's still fine. I will still let you guys know what it is. But I just want to know if anybody can spot it out. My silence is just waiting, okay? But if I wait for maybe 2-3 minutes, I'll continue. Let me be sure my XNS is logged in while I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, my XNS is logged in. Yesterday's trade, we managed to make small amount, nothing extras, it's just really small amount there. Let's check the economic calendar to see what we have for today. Today is what? Today is 29, Friday. Let's see, do we have any red folder news? Okay, we have an orange folder news on Euro USD around 8 o'clock. That would be maybe 7 our time, I don't know. But we have 8 o'clock here. We have another one around 1:30, a red folder news on USD, and we also have an orange folder around 3. So not much news today, but the one we can see here is reasonably okay. At least it will inject some form of volume and momentum in price during those times. So it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Okay, so have you guys spotted it? I'm not seeing any message on the chat, so I think you guys did not spot it. So I would point it out. If you look at this green candle here, I'm talking of this green candle here, that place you guys can see my mouse is hovering around. All right, that green candle there, as you guys can see, is, do you see that thing there? There is no bottom wick. I'll draw a line there so you see it. There is no bottom wick there. See that line I just drew now? There is no bottom wick on that particular green candle there. So my idea will be, if price should come down to that spot to take it away, maybe take out that swing that is immediate before it. So the game we will play here, see the game we will play here. Price, since price decided to trade down, would expect it to go below here, anywhere around here. All right, either swipe it or maybe trade into it. Then we can wait for a reversal that will buy it back up. Okay, so this is what I would envision for DXY. Okay, all right, so either price trades down into it, then we can pick a buy from that price level there, anywhere below that place. Okay, I'll call this bottom. There's no need to be writing a lot of things there. I'll call this bottom and I will tag this guy top. Okay, so anything that would make us to come down to that bottom, swipe the bottom, we'll be looking for a buy on DXY, which obviously you know what that will trickle down on the measure pairs. It means if we are now going to Euro USD or heading to British Pound USD, what we'll be looking out for there will be an obvious sell. All right, I've talked about currency correlation. Trust me, the information I'm giving you guys here are premium information, and I'm not saying it from any standpoint of being proud. Me learning what I'm sharing here, I paid for it. I'm not saying you guys should pay for it. I'm just saying that you should take it serious. Don't enter the streaming, thinking that it's another just day where I'll give you signals or we'll trade together and everybody will go. I want you guys to pick out some important information, and that's why I'm telling you some of the information I'm giving you here. I paid for it. For me to learn it, I paid for it. No one taught me for free. How I got to know about currency correlation, I paid for it. How I got to know about, okay, I wouldn't say I paid for my smart for market structure. Those ones I learned it on YouTube. When I was starting, I had to watch a lot of videos, read a lot of PDF articles, a lot of trial and errors, and before I was able to come up with some level of understanding on what price is doing. Okay, so that's why I'm saying whenever you hear me say some things, don't take it lightly. It's premium information. Not everybody knows about currency correlation. Trust me, I know a couple of you guys, and I'm not saying it from any standpoint of being proud or anything. Them knowing about currency correlation is just by maybe joining my live streaming or trading with me for a couple of time. I believe that's when most of you know about currency correlation. Okay, so that's that about that, but that's by the way. Let's keep that aside. Okay, so the first thing that we want is, remember we are still on DXY. We are not necessarily going to be executing our trade directly on DXY, but it's extremely important to understand what DXY is doing so that we will now use that to align ourselves properly on the measure pairs. If you understand what DXY is doing, it will be easy for you to trade Euro USD. It will be easy for you to trade British Pound USD. It will be easy for you to trade Australian dollar USD. It will be easy for you. Trust me, I don't need to look at Euro USD chart and I will tell you what we should expect for Euro USD to do. And like I say, it's not me being proud, it's just me knowing how DXY correlates to all those major pairs. If you understand how DXY or the direction DXY is going to, you already know the direction all the major pairs will be going. It's as simple as that. And whatever I tell you, you can go back test it, check it in your chart, check it in your own free time, and you pretty much understand that. Why? Before I see your question, it's a quick question. What of the other green candles after the breakout candle that doesn't have bottom wick? Should it be a point of interest too? Not necessarily. So if a candle has a bottom wick and a top wick, that candle is good, like it's okay. There is price will not want to come back to those price because those candles are looking okay. But if you see a candle that doesn't have a top wick or a bottom wick and is yet to be tested, there is high chances that price will always go back to those candles to test them. And what do I mean is yet to be tested? I'll use this guy as an example before we continue, okay? Remember this guy I pointed out that doesn't have a bottom wick. If you look at it, it has not yet been tested. It is still open. So what do I mean by test? A test can be another candle will come there and test it, okay? Like swipe it. If you look at it again, let me show you candles that are under there that are not yet tested. And that is why I greatly think price will want to trade down first. This guy has a bottom wick, not yet tested. That place I have an arrow. This guy also have a bottom wick and it's not yet tested, which is the first one I pointed out here. Okay, let's look for more. Okay, you see, after this one here, every other candle you see here has a bottom wick. Every other candle you see here, okay, this one also doesn't have a bottom wick, so this guy also can be tested. This guy here is very small, but you see there is no bottom wick there, and it's not yet tested, so expect price to come back and test them. So that's why I'm speculating the right thing we expect price to do is for them to take a chill pill, trade down, test all those bottom wick candle that they don't have. They will have to test this guy, test this guy, maybe test this guy. So we can even speculate that price will come down all the way down there to test them. Then maybe after testing them, maybe towards that level, we can now expect price to maybe give a bounce, then try to go back up again. Because if they were able to take out those candles without bottom wick we just pointed out here, they have basically filled up all the candles that doesn't have bottom wick. If you look, there is no other candle that we use say doesn't have a bottom wick here. So if price can trade down into those places, we can expect that bounce for that reversal. All right, trust me, all these things I'm saying is still based on speculation. All right, you know, nothing is casted on concrete, we already know that. So it's not like I'm telling you it's going to be a must, it must happen that way. No, we only come up with a story. I shouldn't delete the bottom should still be there. We are only coming up with a story and aligning ourselves to what price is doing, not necessarily expecting price to align itself to what we expect. We are doing the other way around. We are aligning ourselves to what price is doing. Okay, price is the determinant factor. The only thing that we need to do is to align ourselves properly. Okay, so for me, you can trade, you can take a trade here, but I don't recommend that. Okay, there is still high chances that we'll see this up down movement up, then price will start coming up. And what do I mean? If you look also at the top, you can also see some candles that doesn't have a bottom wick. So on the two sides of price, you can see that this guy here doesn't have a top wick. Okay, this guy here doesn't have a top wick. This one here doesn't have a top wick, and you can see they are yet to be tested. All right, they are yet to be tested. So you can see there is chances of us going down, and also there is great chances of us going up. All right, so that's why I largely would recommend for you to exercise patience and always try to understand what price is doing. Okay, so that's why I'm saying the ideal thing that we would have wanted price to do was to trade up without trading down, but now they have traded down, it totally messes up our initial bias on what we want, you know, price to do. And that's why we are now kind of readjusting our expectation to align to what price is doing, which is basically us now hoping that price will either trade all the way down there, and we pointed out the reason why we want price to trade all the way down there, or there is still high chances that this crossover, remember what I tell you guys, this crossover, EMA crossover, is as important as I would want to see what DXY is looking at like here, because I want to see how it aligns with the 100 EMA line. Okay, I want to see how that looks here. Okay, you can see price is currently trading below the 100 EMA line, which makes sense. All right, but the only thing now is that you can see price is forcing its way back above again, but it's getting some rejection. But either ways, the point I'm just trying to make is that the best setup we can get here, the best setup we can get right now, based on the market condition and based on where price is currently trading at, the best setup we can get on DXY is for price to continue going down, come and take out those non-bottom wick candles we saw, then we would expect price to now go back up to take these guys that are not yet, taken out at the top. Okay, that's one move we can get. Another move we can get, sorry, this drawing mess. Let me delete it and draw a more cleaner one. So the first option is price continue to trade down, take out those non-bottom wicks we saw. We had this one. There's a non-bottom wick here, but you can see this one is already tested. You see the price came down to swipe it here, but these guys here are not yet tested. So we expect price to come down into those areas that price has not yet tested, then trade back up. During that reversal, that means we'll be trading those reversal going back up. Another thing we can expect is the opposite, which is what? If price decides to trade up now, fine and good. If they trade up, they will take out all those candles without top wick, okay, and what? Expect price to come back down. Okay, so this is the two options we have on DXY. This is the two options we have on DXY. All right, it's either they trade down first, then go up, of which them coming down is to take out those non-bottom wick candles, or they go up first, take out those non-bottom wick candles, then reverse coming down. Those are the two main options we have, and that is why I said if price should trade down first, it will elongate the options we have. Okay, but if it traded up first, it would have been way easier for us because it will be a one-way movement up and down. But now it traded down. I don't think I'll be trading. I don't think I'll be jumping on the trade that will take it down here because there is no yet confirmation for me, and based on my own experience, it's not a best option. All right, so the best thing we can do is to take a chill pill, allow DXY to make the first wave of move. And what's the first wave of move? The first wave of move is either it comes down, that's the first wave, take out all those non-bottom wicked candles, or the first wave will be trade up, take out the non-bottom top wick candles. Then we are now expected to trade the second wave. The second wave will now be any sign of reversal from price going up, or any form of reversal from price going down. Either one price does, then we will now align ourselves to that direction. So that's what we expect on DXY. Okay, if you have further questions, feel free to ask. I'm always here to answer you. Okay, so that's our view on DXY. I can see a couple of people coming in. We have like 10 concurrent viewers. I expect the number of likes to be equal the number of viewers. Okay, it's not a must, it's a plea. So if you're joining, you're enjoying the content, the only thing you can do is just like the video so the algorithm can suggest the video to other people to join. Okay, we also have a Discord channel. If you want to join the Discord channel, let me know. I'll send the link again in the chat section, but if you go to the chat section, you should be able to see the link. And maybe if you're coming across the video for the first time, we do this every day, Monday to Fridays, morning section and afternoon section. This one you are experiencing now is the morning section. After the morning section, we have to reconvene again for the afternoon section, where we look at price again for the afternoon section. Okay, and peradventure you've not subscribed, you're coming across the video for the first time, I highly recommend you do so. Turn on the notification, because that's the only way you would get notified anytime we come here to do this live streaming. And for every time we see an opportunity in price and we want to trade it, we take all trades live here in the live streaming, and we keep an open-minded room whereby everything is authentic. There is no shady things we are doing here. This is not financial advice. Every information you consume here or knowledge we share here is mainly for knowledge purpose and for entertainment. Okay, so with that said, let's get back to the chart. So we've pretty much have an understanding of what is going on DXY. All right, so the next thing we can do now is let's head into the major pairs and see what price is doing there. Okay, but before we do that, I would like to touch base on gold first. All right, because gold is slightly a bit different. All right, I know a couple of guys that love to trade gold that always join the live stream waiting for our gold setup. So let's head over to the gold setup and see what gold is doing for us this morning. So before I do that, if you want to be seeing the same thing I'm seeing here, mind you, I use the 15-minute time frame a lot. Okay, I know some people, it's advised for you to analyze from the bigger time frame to the lower time frame, blah 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 blah. I, for one, I strongly believe that price is fractal. All right, price is fractal. If you are using 1 minute time frame and you are doing your analysis there, is good. If you are using 15 minutes and that's the only time frame you want to use, is still very good and okay. All right, but still, I still recommend you do the higher time frame analysis and all of that, but it doesn't work for me. It works for me, but sometimes it clouds my judgment. So I like to use one time frame, master that time frame, focus on that time frame, get good at that time frame. And I like 15-minute time frame because it gives me room to think, it gives me room to execute my trade, it gives me room to basically just do what I need to do. I don't feel like I need to, make quick decisions. And yeah, so the 15-minute time frame is, for me, is best suited to my own personality. People are different. So yeah, so let's head over to the gold and see what gold is doing this morning. Let's see how we can align ourselves to what gold is actually doing. Okay. On the gold part of things, I can see a couple of things going on here. Okay. Ideally, I would want to buy, but from the setup I'm seeing here, I think the best thing we can do is to sell. But it's dependent on what price is going to do with this swing high here. There is no top. All the candles here, you can see all of them are covered. All of them has a top wick. So this price is very okay. Let's see if there is any non-bottom wick here. No, all the candles here has a bottom wick. So this is an ideal good price to see. So let's see what is going to happen. I'll call this the top, all right, because that's the actual swing top we see there. And I'll call the other line, I'll drop here at the bottom. Okay, which should be obviously the bottom. Okay, so that's the top, the bottom, and let's see what price is going to do. I think if price can get above there, we can look for a continuation of this interesting shot. All right, if we draw out our pattern to get more of the swings we see here, I'll consider this to be a one move. Okay, we have the low here, we have price coming back up here, we have this guy here, maybe something around there, I don't know. I don't know. And there is a gap here, but not it's not a gap that really did any damage. But like I always tell you guys, price are doing two things. It's either price is going for a liquidity or is going for a gap. So this is something we can look out for. Okay. If price can come back down to that gap, is something we can look out for on gold. All right, so my recommendation on this one is price swipes the top. All right, the first thing we need is for price to swipe the top, then reverse down to go for this gap here. Okay, maybe that move is something we might want to capture. So what I'm going to do now, I'll set an alert here on the top, so if price comes there, we'll be notified on that. Okay, I think I have I'm working with the free version, so I think I have some alerts already set somewhere else, so I'll have to go and remove them. um, on DXY, I'll move the alert here to the bottom, because what we want is for price to come down to that bottom, then we can look for that reversal from that bottom. So I'm adding my own alert here on the bottom. If it goes up first, it's still fine and good, but my alert for the DXY is actually placed at the bottom part of things. So if price comes down there, we'll get notified. I think there's another place my alert is being used because I want to add it on gold, but it seems like I'm using the free version, so I can't really add a bunch of alerts. I need there are limits to alerts that I can add. So I'm just looking for where I have the other alert placed so I can delete it and add it on the gold chart. So give me a minute. I just have to go through all my watch list to see if I can get to the chart where I'm using the alert. Okay, if you have not subscribed, let's keep on subscribing, my people. Okay, where did I have this alert? I looked at S&P 500 yesterday. Okay, yeah, I have it here. I see it here. So I'm going to delete this guy. Okay, so we'll now add an alert on gold. On gold. Before we do that, let's be sure we have other guys. There is no alert here. There's no alert here. I actually liked how what US oil did yesterday. We had a call on UX oil. It was very quick. I like prices that are very quick. Maybe I might look at UX oil much later. So I've removed the alert. So let me now add it here on gold, so that we'll be notified once price takes out that important high. I call it important high in my own opinion. Okay, it's not necessarily that there is any attachment to that high that is making me call it an important high. It's just a high that I feel like is important in my own opinion. Mind you, if you have any currency pair you want us to look at, feel free to drop it in the chat section and we will take our time to look at it. So this is my quick overview of what is going on gold. So we need more price action in order to determine what we want to do here. But already I can see some speculations and story we can come up with, which is what up, down, into that gap there. All right, that's what I will speculate on gold, but it's still fresh. We need to wait and see as price develop. Before we still head into the measure pairs, we've already looked at gold. Let's have a quick look at US oil, then we will now touch base on the measure pairs. Okay, on the US oil part of things, I'll remove this drawing for now. On the US oil part of things, we have a very nice reversal push here. You see that pump is very huge. Was a huge one there. I'll remove these drawings for now. How do I go? Yeah, remove the 6 drawings for now. Well, the only issue I have now is this three big candle is serious reversal. It wouldn't make sense to be trying to short this market. Let me see the holistic view on US oil. Okay. My network is trying to load up everything, but I don't know why the slight delay. I'm still waiting for it to load up. But one thing I can see for sure is okay. Well, US oil seems like it wants to buy, okay, for some obvious reasons. You can see this plunge down here. I think I'll leave US oil alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll gladly leave it alone. Even if I'm going to trade anything on the UX oil, I'll wait for the afternoon section. But I will leave it alone. I will leave it alone. Although I think it might want to trade down a little bit, but the only reason why I wouldn't want to be trading down is market condition like this. Look at that big candles it dropped in the midnight. So that's why I would like to sit on the sidewalk and observe more on this particular guy here. So we will not make any decision on US oil. Let's head to the measure pairs right now. I think we've covered all the minerals and the gold and all of that. So let's touch base on USD JPY. Let's see if there is any. This price action is not. It's not my best price action, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to look at this for the second time. Nah, I'm not. All right, let's start with Euro USD, then we will move from there. Okay, so on Euro USD, which is one of our favorite pair, you guys can see what price is doing, which is fair enough. It's still the same thing. Remember what I told you guys on DXY? It's still the same approach that we have on DXY is what we envision on Euro USD. Remember I told you guys, if you understand what DXY is doing, you have pretty much solved 90% of the direction move on all the major pairs. Okay, what do you guys see here? I want you to pay close attention to what you see here. What do you see here? You see DXY is trying to trade down. If you go to the euro, you will see it's just the opposite of what DXY is doing. As you can see, euro is trying to trade up. That's currency correlation for you. Okay, the drawing you see here is from yesterday. Okay, so I'll remove them. They are not longer valid anymore, in my own personal opinion, because today is a new day, so there is no need to keep on holding on what's in the past. All right, so still what we expect on DXY, just quite the opposite of it. If you guys remember this drawing will look quite similar to what we have on DXY. This is the obvious top. This is the obvious bottom we can see here. Okay. So what price is going to do? I might even move this top here. I think the top will be around there. Okay. Yeah. The top will be somewhere around there. So let's just leave it here. Okay, which is what in the case of there are two options we have here. Okay, which is largely what price, either price trades down then we reverse up, or price trades up to take out those non-top weak then go down. It's still the same thing here. Okay, just the opposite. Okay, well, what do I mean by the opposite? Whatever DXY is doing, will be doing the opposite of it here. Okay, the best setup I would want to see is for them to come back up. I don't like the fact that they are trying to go down now. The best setup is come up. Okay, then you can go down. Best setup based on the current condition that I'm seeing, what price is looking like. That's the best setup. Okay, but if that doesn't happen, it's still fine and good. If it decides to trade down, we will observe the market more to determine what else we can do in price. Okay, let's head on to British pound USD, which is I believe it should be similar to what we expect on now I'm saying it's similar. Actually, British pound is doing something different. The setup on British pound is looking different, which I'm not surprised. I believe for the guys that have been joining my stream, they will always hear me say that British pound has a mind of its own. That's a typical example of a mind of its own there. You see, British pound is just an interesting guy. Very, very interesting guy. Okay. For me, I think I might take a risk on British pound. Okay. The only thing I'm waiting for now is it's a crossover. If I can get a crossover in the British pound EMA line, if I can get a crossover, I would take a buy. Just a quick buy on British pound. Let me see what's going on here. GBP USD. So what I'll be risking, I'll basically be risking. I think yesterday I had about three. My balance was around $70 yesterday. So at the end of yesterday, you can see 73.79. So I can risk $3 on this. Let me just risk $3 on this. But the market condition needs to be right. It's not yet right in my opinion. Okay, it's not yet right in my opinion. Like I said, I would want them to trade back above. Mm, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry about that curse word. I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to take a quick buy here. The stop loss will be that swing low there. I'm not going to go beyond that swing low there. Okay, I'm not going to go beyond. Or let me wait. Let me wait. Let me wait. Let me wait. Don't worry. Let's wait for that. Let's wait for that EMA cross because I wouldn't want to enter now and price will still come and stop me out. I wouldn't want that. So let's wait a little bit. But I like the fact that British pound is looking slightly different. It means we have the, do we call it the black sheep of the family? I don't know, but for the fact that it's doing something different, I'm much more interested because not only that it's doing something different, I know for sure that British pound sometimes has a mind of its own. It moves based on its own feeling and vibe. So we'll keep tab on British pound USD. On the other hand, AUD is doing what? AUD is suffering. All right. We have an obvious high there, which is very nice, and we have an obvious low again, which is there, very nice and good. Okay, all right. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay, for me, take a chill pill and see what this guy is going to do. We'll take a chill pill on this one. We'll just take a chill pill. Nothing much is going on here, to be quite frank with you. The only guy I've been able to spot now, which I've taken note of that, is British Pound USD. So I'm more interested to see what British Pound USD is going to do. All right, even if it trades down, it's still okay. Trade down, but it's very important that they close above that 21 EMA, which is that blue line you see there. So that's why I wanted to enter before now, but I saw that they've not been able to close above that 21 EMA. So that's why I took a chill pill on that one. All right. So we need to take a chill pill and observe further and see if price can trade back above the 21 EMA. Then only then can we enter the price. So that's why I took a chill pill on that particular one there. Let's look at New Zealand USD before we get to Canadian dollar USD. Okay. On the New Zealand part of things, I would say it's quite similar to what AUD is doing, which is Australian dollar USD, because both of them are quite they are neighbors. Okay, they are neighbors. What do I mean? You see Australia, you see New Zealand, all of them are in the same category. All right. So we consider them as the major pairs, and it's still the same story that is guiding all of them. Okay, the only black sheep in the major pairs is British pound, as you guys can see. British pound, in as much as it is aligned, but the alignment of British pound is more cleaner and more in line to what I want price to do. What I wanted price to do on Euro USD is what I'm seeing on British Pound USD, and that's why I am more interested to take what's going on British Pound USD. With that said, there is also an understanding that DXY needs to align itself properly. All right. And the only issue I have is the non-alignment that I'm seeing on DXY. Just that slight non-alignment. That slight non-alignment. But largely, I believe strongly that somehow price will stabilize itself, market will stabilize itself. And what do I mean? What I mean that in the long run, everybody will find a way to align themselves back to, the status quo. All right. And in this situation, remember I always say DXY has the higher leverage. DXY always have the higher leverage because every other major pairs are, I don't know if they are aligning themselves to what DXY is doing or vice versa, but I've noticed it in my own humble experience that anytime DXY is not aligned properly to what you expect in the measure pairs, most times you will either experience difficulty in that price playing out, or you will experience a lot of emotional tribulations and trials. You feel me? Just because of that the DXY condition is not, looking right, and that's why you experience things like that. So in order for us not to enter a trade that will stress us, that will make us, you know keep on thinking whether they will hit our stop loss or not, it is very important that we make sure that DXY is looking healthy and is well aligned to what we want to do in price. Okay, so with that said, let's head over to USD Canadian dollar. All right, let's see what we have on USD Canadian dollars. On USD card, very similar to what DXY is doing. You see how everything is still boiling down to DXY. Everybody is boiling down to that DXY. All right, everybody is boiling down to that DXY. So the same setup, it might not be exact setup like 100%, but you can see that if you look closely, you will see USD Canadian dollar did what? It traded down. Now they are trying to trade back up. Let's go to DXY. You see the same thing. What do you see? It traded down. Now they are trying to trade back up. If you check the measure pairs, which we expect it to be the opposite of what DXY is doing, we had a look on euro. Let's look at euro. You see, it traded up. Now they want to trade down. It's as simple as that. That's currency correlation for you. All right. If you want more lecture on that, I think I've pretty much given you guys what you need to know on currency correlation. But maybe if you want more detailed or lecture on that, just find your way to the Discord and ask questions there, and we can take up that conversation from there. All right. We've already looked at gold. Let's touch base on the crypto world. Let's look at BTC. BTC is the dominant guy. BTC is the what's the word? The crypto dominant pair. Basically, what BTC does is what other guys are looking up to and aligning themselves to do. BTC is looking very okay in my opinion, but before I do that, let me see what DXY is doing. Okay, not DXY, USDT dominance. Okay, USDT dominance looking fine and bougie. I love it. It's aligned properly to what BTC is doing. I think BTC is going to have a buy this morning, so you guys should take note of that. I'll try and see if I can take a trade on that so that you guys will see I'm not just here to, speaking. I actually put my mouth, or rather, I put my money where my mouth is. So when I see a good setup, I take it here on the live stream. Everybody knows that, okay? I might not risk it big, but you will surely see me take the trade. All right. So I think I like what I see here on BTC. So what I would recommend is, for the obvious thing, we need BTC to close above the 21 EMA line, which is that blue line. If we see BTC trade up and above it, then we can look for a reversal, not a reversal, a pullback into an important zone for us to buy. Okay, so while we are waiting for that, I will come here, which I'm not trading USD JPY, so I remove this one. I'm not I don't think I'll be trading Aussie dollar USD. I like Aussie dollar has been in a very bull move. I'll leave this guy for now. US oil, I'm not trading it now. Okay, you see that sell is coming in. Oh man. The only reason we did not take that US oil is because of that big green candles that they dropped. But you can see that sell, that sell I talked about is coming in. So if they can close below this 21 EMA line, I expect price to come down at least that low there. But there is no measure. I don't think I can see any much profit in that move. I don't think I'll see much profit in that current move there. So that's why we are not really risking anything on taking any trade on US oil, but it looks good. Okay, you see price has closed below, which is very nice. So expect a pullback maybe into this zone here. Okay, and for the market to continue selling up, at least take out that low of that rectangular line you see there on the chart. All right, but we are not taking it for obvious reasons that I just didn't like the big green candles they dropped here. So that's the only thing that scared me away from shorting this market. But you can see the sell pressure that came in here is very quite interesting and convincing. And I think largely, at least, you will see US oil take out that low before we see any reversal. At least that red line, I think they will come there, take out that liquidity that they built here before going back up. So that's my view on that particular guy. But remember, we have already picked out someone that is attracting us, which is a British pound USD. So we'll keep an eye on this guy. We also have an attraction here on BTC. So we have two currency that we might want to go for. So I wanted to bring out my my BTC chart here. So for me, I remove US oil for obvious reasons that we don't want to trade it now. US 500, which is S&P 500, we'll also remove this guy. We don't want to trade it now. Here is the DXY. We are not trading DXY on XNS. We are just using it to have an analysis, so I can remove this guy also. So what I'm going to do now is I'll bring the BTC chart. All right, BTC USD. Okay, we'll add that to our chart here, and let's see how this is going to play out. This is the 15 minutes. For some reason, the chart I'm seeing here is not aligned properly with what I'm seeing here. What's going on? Let's see. Okay, this is USDT. Oh shit, bro. Let me see. BTC USD chart. Does that mean it's different? It seems like it's different. Let's see Coinbase. Why XNS? I'm beginning to suspect XNS. So why would SNS chart be showing me this, whereas what's going on? What's going on? Why? How? Like, I'm here, I'm seeing a big green candle with a follow up of a red candle, but for some reason, if I come here, it looks, I don't know. Let me be sure I have the right chart open. Let's try this again. BTC. Okay, there is this. There is this. Yeah, this is BTC South Africa, BTC Gold, BTC Silver, BTC Aussie Dollar. Yeah, we're in the right chart, but it's not looking like what I'm seeing on Trading View. And this is the 15-minute time frame. Now I'm beginning to wonder. Well, Maybe you will just have to, if you want to trade your BTC, just go and trade the normal futures, the one that we know is for crypto. So I don't know what I'm seeing here. It's not looking like what I'm seeing on the trading view, and I don't know. But yeah, keep an eye on BTC though. Keep an eye on BTC. Keep an eye on BTC. Keep an eye on BTC. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I didn't close my balance. It's okay. It's okay. I just saw your message now on the Discord. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't close my balance. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like somebody's going to come and rob me here and tell me to transfer my balance to them, but it's okay. Yeah, you guys can see my balance. It's fair. All right. Well, we are still keeping an eye on BTC. I like the BTC setup, so we'll keep an eye on it and see how it develops. I would have wanted to trade it, but I don't know. For some reason, what I'm seeing here is not entirely. What is this? What is going on? It's BTC. You cannot tell me that BTC. Okay, okay. I see some alignments now, but uh, it's coming in here as a gap, but it's somehow aligned, but not entirely aligned. All right, but I'll keep a close eye on this. Okay, I keep a close eye on BTC. I think if we have a crossover in that 21 EMA line, we should expect BTC to buy. So let's keep an eye on that particular guy. So we have two markets that we are picking interest in. One is British Pound USD, and the other one is BTC USD. Okay, those are the two guys we've been able to spot out this morning. We saw the move on US oil, but we did not take it for the obvious reasons of the big green candles that market dropped over the night. Okay, but regardless of that, you can see that market eventually is selling off. You see, is selling off, and like I said, I think they would sell off at least down to that red line there. Okay. On the other hand, we'll keep a close eye on GBP and U and BTC. I think I will remove any other chart that is I'm not using here, so that I don't make a mistake to go and open the wrong chart and make. So I'll keep these two here because those are the two guys I envision to have a setup or to take a setup this morning. Okay, US oil, like I said, is going to that low, and yeah, I think they will reach that low before they make any other decision in the market. Okay, they are taking that low out. Another thing we can look out for is this is a very good setup. If I'm to speak, I think it's a good setup, but the only thing that is chasing me away is these big green candles. That's the only thing that is chasing me away. For me, I think this market is going to short down, all right? But my issue is that big green candles. So I wouldn't want to be shorting in such market condition, all right? Yeah, yeah. Why before I just saw I saw it now. I think I had to correct myself on that. So yeah, I saw that. I saw that. So yeah, we are have BTC USD here. Okay, so okay, you can see it's aligning itself now to what we are seeing on Trading View, which is fine and good. So we'll see. I've not traded BTC before, I know, in the live streaming, but I've traded it before now. All right, yeah, but I've not traded it on the live stream. So today will be our first time doing it on the live stream. So there are two setups, two trades that, or rather, two markets we are looking out for is British pound and and BTC. So I think I might want to add some alerts here and there. I think I might want to add some alerts here and there, but let's see what DXY is doing. For the fact that these guys are trading down means DXY is trading up, which is actually what it is. Which is actually what it is. So now you can see they are trading up. So if I should move this our top movement, so we expect price to at least trade up into that place. Then we can now expect a reversal coming in from that point, then trying to go back down. And just for the reason that DXY is trading up, that's why you would see that all the major pairs will be trading down. That's why I tell you, if you understand what DXY is doing, you've pretty much analyzed all the major pairs. I'm not even saying you've analyzed Euro USD and it's remaining Aussie dollar and it's remaining British pound. If you analyze DXY, you have covered 80%, if not 90% of the analysis of what will happen in Australian dollar USD, Euro USD, British pound USD, New Zealand USD, USD Canadian dollar, USD JPY. Anything USD, you've pretty much covered them. Not everything anyway, because there are other guys that are very stubborn. There are the big dogs, you know. There are guys that are very stubborn. DXY dollar cannot really have a hold on them like that. And the likes of BTC, you know already now. You know the drill, all right. You know the drill already. So yeah, but sometimes, most times, dollar affects it. But mm, you know when BTC wants to make that move, nothing can hold it back. Nothing can hold it back. All right. So that's why yeah, another guy that is slightly a little bit kind of shows that it can do without dollar is also gold. All right. It would have been nice to see gold trade up first before making this down movement. But it is what it is. I'm going to remove this alert we have here on gold. I want to use it somewhere else. I didn't pay for the I didn't pay for the pro version of for trading view, so that's why I cannot use multiples of alerts. So I think I can use maximum of two. So that's why for me to use it another place, I have to either delete where I initially added it. So I'm interested in BTC, so I'll come here in BTC. What's up with my network? Come on, man. I'll come here on BTC and I will add an alert here. Okay, so once we see BTC start to take out that high and close above it, we'll be looking for our entry. Looking for our entry there. Another thing we can do is let me see if let me even see how much we'll risk if I want to go for a market order and I want to add my stop loss. at that last low there. That will cost me about $4 or so. Hmm, that will cost me about $4. That'll cost me like $4. If I keep it here, it goes all the way to 5. The question now I want to know is, should I enter before we have our crossover on the EMA line? Considering the fact that we have a candle breakout here. Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's wait. There is no need to rush it. Let's wait. No need to rush it. Let's wait. If I go for a pending price, and I want to risk 3 points, I want to risk $3 on this trade. So this is like 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.8, 3.9, 3.769. Okay. I'm buying there. I placed in a pending order. It's a pending order. TMX thinks we should wait for the confirmation. Yeah, yeah. I for one think we need to wait for that confirmation. To be honest, I for one think we should wait for that confirmation. I believe you. I'm of the same opinion that you wait for confirmation, but I think I can risk it. I think I can risk it. That's why I'm entering right there. I think I can risk it. But if the best setup would be to wait for the main entry, but I think I can risk it from there. I think I can risk it from there. I think I can risk it from there. Um, I think I can risk it from there. Don't worry, I have my stop loss. Don't worry, it already picked my order. So remember, I told you guys I made $3 something cents. So I'm oh, I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked, guys. I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. I'm done for. I'm totally done for. Just like you guys made mention, yeah, yeah, I'm done for. I didn't wait for the confirmation, guys, but I did that for obvious reasons, and my reason is because I already made $3 from yesterday's trade, so I'm basically risking what I made from yesterday. So yeah. But you guys are very right. You see, immediately the market took in. You see how it came down, almost stopped me out. I'm not yet safe. There are still high chances that they might still want to go further down to stop me out. But if they should stop me out, what I stand to lose will be I'll lose I'll lose $3.69, which is basically the profit I made yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have waited for the confirmation, guys. My bad. At least learn from my mistakes. It's not a mistake. It's a mistake to be honest. I think the confirmation was that EMA crossover. We failed to get that EMA crossover. Now we are about to be wrecked. Wrecking ball. I'm out. Market should be stopping me out. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? Ah ah. BTC. I don't like BTC. BTC is just reminding me of the days where it wrecked me like mad. BTC has done a lot of things to me. Trust me, guys. If I share my experience with BTC, I think everybody has their own experience though. It's a wrecking ball. It can teach you a lesson, but at the same time, it can give you a lot of money. Okay, but it's still a wrecking ball. BTC can deal with you, man. That was a very close call, man. The thing, it almost stopped me out. I'm very sure, I'm very surprised that I'm not yet stopped out. I don't know if we are going to survive this. I hope we survive this. I hope I survive this. I think I'm surviving it. That was a scary one, man. Like, they almost stopped me out of that. Let's wait for the confirmation. So if you want to take it, let's wait for the confirmation. Let's wait for the confirmation, guys, before we engage. TMX, it's good to know that you are there. Why be fair? It's good to know that you are looking out for me too. But yeah, I take calculated risks. So what I did was, so I will explain why I did what I did. There is no excuse to do what I did. But yeah, I will still explain the reason why I did what I did. So, like I said yesterday, I made like $3 70 something cents, and and out of just trying out so many things in the market. Remember, guys, we tried a lot of things in the market yesterday, and also I used small amount of my position to trade on yesterday. So I think we largely made very small profits. So what I just did was, since I have $70 guaranteed in my portfolio, the only add-on on top of it is like $3 70 something cents. So I'm like, okay, I can risk the $3 70 something cents. If they take it away from me, I still have my $70, which is like the bulk of my money. Okay, so what's the worst case scenario? I lose the $3 70 something cents. I still have my $70 that I will use to go for my main entry. So that's why I took that trade. But it's not the best trade, as you guys can see, as you guys know already. It's good to wait for that confirmation. So once the confirmation comes in, then maybe we can try again. But right now I am in deep shit. My $3 is in deep shit. Until BTC manages to buy up, I am in deep shit. All right, so yeah, you guys can see the reasons why confirmations are important. Okay, so let's wait and see what's going to happen on this one. So I'll stop looking at this. Let's look at something else. Let's take our minds off that silly trade we just took now. It's very funny, but I won't take my mind off it. I don't even want to be seeing it here. Let's put the charts here on British pound, okay? Let's keep it this way. Okay, Euro USD is still struggling for the obvious reason. I think it's just because of what DXY is doing. DXY is stalling the move. You can see they are trying to trade up, but market is not allowing them to trade up. Now they are trying to come back down again. If it comes down, I think that would look good for us. Okay, it means the buy we want to buy on the major pairs would largely improve, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. BTC, stop me out, please. I beg. I'm tired of this ton. Just stop me out. Let me rest. Thank you. I think it has stopped me out. Yeah, it has stopped me out. Let me check. It should have stopped me out. Okay, it has not yet stopped me out for some reason. But if I look at trading view, it's looking like maybe it has stopped me out. Maybe the XNS is yet to get that information, because there are some fracture there are some difference in price fractions, very tiny fractions. But from what I see here on trading view, uh, the market is already stopped me out, because remember the stop loss we picked was that last low. Okay, and if you look at the price here, you can see that last low already got swiped. It's tiny, but it already got swiped here. So I'm still surprised that XNS is still holding my position. I'm still surprised. Okay, it should stop me out now. It should stop me out now. Stop me out, please. I bet, like, I really want them to stop me out. I need to relax. I don't like this kind of emotional uh, torture. I don't like having hope when there is no hope, and for some reason they are trying to give me some hope when I know fully well this is going to be a stop. They are going to stop me out. They should stop doing that. I don't want to close it. Yeah. So mhm. That's by the way. That's by the way. Let's focus on the guys that are serious. BTC is not serious. Yeah, it should stop me out now. Yeah, it stopped me out. The alert just beeped. So I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to my $70 bunch of muchokos. Bunch of muchokos. Yeah, I would have waited for that confirmation, but it is what it is. It is what it is. People of God, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, I took that one. I was greedy. I wanted to have an early entry, but it is what it is. Price is getting boring for me. It's getting boring, and I think that's why I took that trade. All right, let's see. We are still hoping to get a crossover on British Pound USD. Also on BTC USD, we are waiting for that crossover. And woe betide these people, they will start reversing now that they've stopped me out. I will be, well, I will not be surprised. This is not the first time they are doing that to me. I'm already used to it. Anytime they stop me out, usually market will start going my direction. I'm so used to it, so I won't be surprised. But let's focus more on the crossover. So we'll pay more attention to the crossover rather than just trying to take a trade early before the main setup. So we can even spend more time here because that blue, the I don't know if I will call this an orange line or brown, but that's our 21 EMA. Okay, the blue one is 100, but that one there is the 21 EMA. So we can wait for price to cross over that, and we can now engage. We're also waiting for the same thing here on British Pound USD for us to engage, and yeah, if you guys are just joining, or you just joining for the first time, so DXY now is trying to come back down, which is fair, which is okay. We want it to come back down to take out that low, to take out that bottom, take out that bottom, and we can buy. We have from now till maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock. If we don't see a setup by that time, then we'll leave it alone. Then we'll reconvey back around the afternoon for the afternoon section. Oh man, it is what it is. Oh man, so hungry right now. Oh man. You see that plunge on BTC? That would have been a very deadly one if we kept on holding that position. It would have been, by now I'll be crying. I'll be crying, shedding tears. Always wait for confirmation, guys. Lesson one for the morning section is what, guys? Wait for your confirmation. Just by the act of engaging before the confirmation, imagine what we will be doing if we did not use a stop loss. By now, I'll be crying anyamanyamo. In translation, I'll be crying my eyes. I'll be crying my eyes out. Well, just like I said, the in the beginning of the live stream, I said something. I said if DXY traded up initially without coming back down, the morning setup would have been a lot more easier. We would not be taking all this time. See all this wiggle, wiggle, up and down, ranging, sideways movement. We will not experience it. Assuming DXY respected itself by trading up first without coming down, because now they came down, then they tried to go up, now they are trying to come down again. A lot of things are going up. But assuming they just immediately after 6:30 price went up, the market condition would have been a lot more easier to navigate, would have been a lot more advanced in the price action. But you see right now market is just ranging and it's not fun. It's not fun because Euro USD is not making any major move. It's just there. British pound USD, in as much as this guy is making small move, but it's not moving in the direction we want. We want the confirmation. The confirmation is not coming in anytime soon. And same thing will be here on Euro USD. You can see no not major uh, move there. The only place we saw a move, but you can see the move is going against, no major move, no action. You can see it's just going down and down and down and out. So let's see what US oil is doing. Okay, I'm going to remove the drawing. So let's see if we have, okay, yeah, you see that candle there, you see that long wick there, immediately it touched down at that point there. You see they bought it back up, now they are trying to buy it back up again. So that's that for US oil. I think largely the market will still want to start going back up, though we are not taking any decision there. The only two trades that we want to take this morning is still based on British pound USD and BTC. But from the way I'm seeing BTC now, BTC is going way out of the range where we want to get a buy from. Although anything that moves down with high volume might as well come up with high volume, so we can keep an eye on that and watch out for that on BTC USD. So I think the only thing that is left for us now is British pound USD. For BTC USD, we still have interest in it, but it's not looking so good anymore. The setup on that part is not looking so good anymore. Okay, so we'll go with what is closer to what we expect, which is largely centered around British pound USD right about now. But you can see there is more sell pressure coming in on that. So I don't know, that might also be another recipe of us going to wait for the afternoon section We can stay here until once it's 9:30, or yeah, once it's 9:30, we will close the live streaming for the morning. We still have like an hour and more minutes to go. Oh, you are shorting. Oh, why be fair? Why be fair? I think it's high time you start dropping your own analysis here, because I shouldn't be the only one analyzing, guys. What do you guys think? If you guys have an idea or you have something you want to do, please let's make it. Let's um, let's communicate using the chat section, okay? Because the whole essence is for us to share ideas together. So I'm still learning. I would want to learn from you guys also. So want to be fair, if you all have interesting ideas, please share with us, and we'll look at it together. But I appreciate you sharing that you're shorting BTC from 120k. That's from it. Let me see where it is now. 120k. Ah, yeah, wow, that's a very good short. Wait, from 120k is a lot. Oh, why Bifa is eating money here? Why Bifa? That means you are owing me. You just sent me $5. You know, I lost $3 in trying to buy the market you are shorting. So you're the person that took my liquidity, because you guys took my stop loss. It's the bears that took my stop loss. So why be fair? You give me back my $5. No, my $3.7. But you make it $5 because you be as a woman. I know you got the money, you got the cheddars. But I like the fact that you guys are good at this. It shows I have bright mind around me, so I got nothing to fear, right? So AOBs, this is not in line with trading. So I think the Champions League draw is already done. Let me see. Let me see the draws. Price is plunging, guys. Price is just plunging down. So that means all the qualifiers for Champions League. Let me even check the Champions League draw. Okay, yeah, the league, the table is up and running. Ajax, Arsenal, Atlanta, Athletic Club, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Bodo Glimt, Dortmund, Chelsea, Club Brugge, Eintracht Frankfurt, Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Inter, Juventus, Kairat Almaty, Liverpool, Man City, Marseille, Monaco, Napoli, Newcastle, Olympiacos, Lyonnais, PSG, PSV, Pafos, Karabakh, Real Madrid, Slavia Praha, Sporting, Tottenham, Union St. Gilios, and Villarreal. No man. No, Manchester United. Very. Oh God, this is my team, man. I'm so ashamed of my team these days. Manchester United cannot win Eimba of Aba. If you carry Enugu Rangers now, they'll flog Manchester United with their Bruno and everything. I'm a Man U fan though, so I'm not. This is not a banter to any Man U fan. I'm actually talking to myself. Very very sad one. Very very sad one. Okay, it is what it is. Let's get back to the charts. So my $3.07. Instead of me to wait for my confirmation, I went and trade away. I've used that money. I would have used that $3 to go and buy uh, what do you call it? Shana Cold Stone ice cream, or go and buy beer, or no, or buy Ferus. Okay, well, I think morning price action is a bit dry and boring today. Yeah, 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 yeah. For the obvious reasons that price is just it's just not aligning itself. Oh my god. So, well, like I said, we'll spend more time here. Let's see if there is anything that's going to happen before 9:30. But if nothing happens before 9:30, we will leave it alone for the afternoon section. Obviously, all this sell you are seeing here is what is the buy that is happening here on DXY. Whoa, 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 whoa. How come you see British pound USD is going down, but you see here on DXY it's not really doing much. It's still rangy. Let me see what Euro USD is doing. It's still rangy, alright. Euro USD is well aligned to what DXY is doing. Aussie dollar, some sort of ranginess going on there too. New Zealand, same thing, still rangy. Well, today is Friday. I'm not surprised. Sometimes Friday's price can be very dry and boring. Hmm. Gold plunging down to take out that low. Well, to be honest, if you ask for my personal opinion, I would say, whew, ETC on the downs and moves. Why be fair? This your sell on BTC is looking very interestingly nice, but I think you say you've already got stopped out. BTC is still has more sell in it, still dropping down. It's still dropping down, still plunging down like never before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. Ross, if you've seen a reasonable amount of profit, if you've seen a reasonable amount of profit, it's always good to close. So it was a good move. You don't have to feel bad about that. And moreover, you said you tried shorting the market from, or you short the market rather from 120k. And if you did that from 120k, I think that's a reasonable amount of profit that you must have seen. Um, So yeah, I think it's a good trade for you. It was a good one. From 120, I think currently it's trading around 110. So yeah, it's a very reasonable amount of shots. It's a reasonable amount of shots. So it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. So let me even see how much I'm to risk for today. I'd like to get an idea. So do 70 divided by 5 will give me 14. Okay, so I'm still risking 14 again today, but this time around this 14 I'm going to go big on it. But I would only go big on it. I will take my time and find that setup that will align 100% in all expectations, not 80%, not even 99%. It has to be 100% aligned with my expectation, and I'll be going big on that. Okay. The most probable entry, which I'm still looking out for, is on British Pound USD. The only issue I have on this particular setup right now is the fact that our price is not yet trading above our 21 EMA, and in addition to that, you can see that price pretty much traded a little bit more downwards on British Pound USD. And you know me, for one, I myself, I like to trade with time. All right, so if we don't see any setup before 9:30, okay, so what I mean setup, I mean like we would get a crossover, get the pullback, get the entry and everything. If we don't get it before 9:30, which is exactly 1 hour from now, then we will close the morning section and wait for the afternoon section. All right, then we'll try again on the afternoon section with the aim of going big on any setup that aligns to what we expect in price. Okay, you see US oil is still going down to that red line we have there, which is fair enough, but we did not take that trade. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't have, or I wouldn't have had a loss if I did not jump on this trade prematurely. Okay, because it was a premature move that I did here, of which I don't blame myself. Okay, I blame myself because I'm the cause of it, but I'm not going to blame myself because I knew the risk involved in it, and I just took it. But yeah, maybe next time I'll wait for the confirmation. Regardless of even knowing the risk, it's good to have the confirmation before entry. So that's why I said this guy was premature, and you guys saw how we got wrecked. And assuming we said let's hold it, that there is hope that they would come back by now, I don't think I'll be happy with that decision. So yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any other currency pair you want us to look at, please feel free to share in the chat section. If you guys don't have, then what we can do is we'll keep looking at what British pound is doing. All right, or rather, yeah, we'll keep on looking at what British pound is doing. Then and see how we can align ourselves properly. Let me go over to this. I want to see what the RSI is looking like. Okay, the RSI is yet to tap into an oversold part of things. So if price can trade further down, that would be nice. That would be nice. I want you guys to let me know, do you prefer the white background chart or do you prefer the black theme? I think I asked this question before now. I would want to know. So please let me know if you prefer the white or the black.
Hey, oh, baby. No, no, say you want to try me. You can calm down. Hey, that was what I was thinking when I saw it dancing yesterday. Okay. Well, I saw her, she fine, well, I had to walk up and introduce myself. Well, she sounded so interested. Well, when I asked for her number, she gave me. Well, she was, giving me the green light. Well, all these things happen for my head. Okay. Okay, boy. Well, oh my God. You want to try me? You can go down. Hey, oh, baby. Hello, Rosie. You want to try me? We go to go down. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Well, the one day to go when who I bought the number, well, she was like, yeah, I was waiting for your call, why, why you delayed to call me? Well, so, Shakara. Shakara. I had to go and try to present myself cool. Yes. Try to make the girl feel cool. I can remember when I tried to play like the guy get money for pocket. I can remember saying I don't get shit. No. All I had was my pretty fine face. Oh. All the go call you do well. Hey. Well, they treat all they good. I say again. Baby. No, see, you want to try me, you don't fall down. Hey, no. Hey, oh. Baby. Hello, see, you want to try the boy, you can come around. Hey, I know why with the help of my guy, I hired some chick, I just they roll by her feet, then I saw my baby. Okay. I pulled them on the other side. Baby, go down. That's the hand boy. That's the dude you were looking for. Oh. Well, I presented myself so cool with my, well, cut the long story short. Yes. Yeah, that one baby was married to a soldier. Soldier come, soldier go. Okay. I come again, baby. Hello, baby. You want to try me? You can go down. Hey, along the line, I saw that this fine girl want to lap with that guy. Temptation. And today, the first way to my place. Chapa. I remember how bumping to my husband. No. Even the camel. Talk about all the. Hey. Yeah, so I can't remember all the story because if I put the boy, that is if I put it back. Hey, sorry. Sorry. Well, I'll be back now. Well, I have to attend to some issues right now, so yeah. Get there being a jacket me now. Baby. Hello, you want to try me? You can go down. Oh, hey, I have to go. Hey, hi. Yawazo.com. How do you go ahead? Yeah, you can jack my
Emmanuel, my man. Come on now. You don't have to make me cut a shy for my own on my own live stream. I don't have to be getting shy on my own live stream. But thank you. I'll try. I'll try and release the song. If you like the song, I can get you the link to the song. It's on SoundCloud. All right. So yeah, I would have wanted to play more better music, but I wouldn't want copyright issues. So yeah, that's why I'm using my own personal song to do the live stream. But thank you for the compliments, Emmanuel.
That was what I was thinking when I saw the dance yesterday. Okay. Well, I saw her, she fine, well, I had to walk up and introduce myself. Well, she sounded so interested. Well, when I asked for her number, she gave me. Well, she was, giving me the green light. Well, all these things happen for my head. Okay. Okay, boy. Well, I don't know, say you want to try me, because all that. Hey, oh, baby. I don't know, say you want to try me, because to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Well, the one day two go when the who I called the number, well, she was like, yeah, I was waiting for your call, why, like, why you delayed to call me? Well, so, Shakara. Shakara. I had to go and try to present myself cool. Yes. Try to make the girl feel cool. I can remember when I tried to play like the guy get money for pocket. I can remember see I don't get shit. No. All I had was my pretty fine face. Oh. All the go call you do well. Hey. Well, they treat on the good. I say again, baby. No, see, you want to try me, you can fall down. Hey, no, hey, oh, baby. I don't know, see, you want to die, but you can come around. Hey, I know why we go. With the help of my guy, I hired some GA guy, just the roll by her feet, then I saw my baby. Asa. Okay. I pulled up on the other side. Baby, fall down. That's the hard boy. That's the dude you were looking for. Oh. Well, I presented myself so cool. Yeah. With my, well, I feel long story short. Yes. Yeah, that one baby was married to a soldier. Soldier come, soldier go. Okay. I come again, baby. I don't know, baby. You want to try me? You can fall down. Hey, along the line, I saw that this fine girl want to lap with that guy. Temptation. And today, the first way to my place. Chapa. I remember how bumping to my husband. Oh. Even the camel. Talk about all the. Hey. Yeah, so I can't remember all the story because if I put the boy, that is the give back with the patrol. Hey, sorry. Keep me no sorry. Well, I'll be back now. Well, I have to attend to some issues right now, so yeah. Get there being a jacket me now. Baby. Oh, you want to try me? You can go down. Oh, hey, I have to go. Hey, God. Piawazo.com. How do you go ahead? Well, look at Jack Barrow. You know it for me at the go. Baby. I know those things you want to
Oh man.
You can fall down. Hey,
Okay, guys. This is still the voice of FX Adventure. This is 8:43. This is 8:43, right? Coming, coming, coming.
Well, as long as she find, well, I have to work up and introduce myself. Well, she
All right,
sounded so
guys,
interested.
welcome to my channel. This is FX Adventure again. Sorry, I had
Give me the
other things I
green light.
needed to
Well,
do real
all these
quick on
things
my
happen
mobile
for my head.
device, and
Okay,
right
baby.
about now we are
Well,
still waiting
I
for the
know
British
say you
pound
want to try me. You go
USD
fall down.
to
Oh,
give us the pull over or the crossover we want. I call it a crossover. I purposely changed the team to dark team.
you know what I'm saying?
I want to see which one is better, but I think the white team is better. I've been asking what's you guys' preference.
I'm waiting for your call
But I
anytime.
think white team is a lot
Well,
better. You
you
get to
know,
see everything real quick.
so
So
well, I have to do it and try to present myself cool. Try to make the year of being cool. You can remember when I tried to play like the guy get on the pocket. I can remember say I don't get shit. All I had was my pretty fine face. How did the boy I do well? Well, they see all they go. I say again, baby. No, no, see, you want to try me, you can slow down. Oh, baby. I know, no, see, you want to try the bus, you can come around. Well, with the help of my guy, I hired some GA guy, just the roll by her feet, then I saw my baby. So,
another thing we can look at here, if you pay attention, I pulled out the what's all these drawings? Is this a drawing?
this is so
Let me
cool.
see. Is it a drawing?
My, well, cut the long story short,
Okay, there's no drawing there. I don't know
ended up
where that white line is coming from.
married to a soldier.
So if you look at the bottom of the screen right there,
Come again, baby. I don't know, say you want to
this is on
try
XNS.
me.
If you look at the bottom of the screen right there, you see our RSI in place. We're about getting to the oversold part of things, but largely everything is still dependent on what price is going to do. Is going to do on this guy. Is largely depending on what price is going to do on GXY, but just wanted to show you guys that another thing we can also use as some level of confirmation is this oscillator you see lying below there. Okay,
Well, I'll be back now. Well, I have to attend to some issues right now, so yeah. Baby. Oh, see, you want to try me. You can slow down. I have to go. Well, make I jackpot. You wait for me at the door. Baby. I know those days you want to try me. You go fall down. Oh, baby. I know say you want to try me. You go calm down. That was what I was thinking when I saw this dance yesterday. Well, as long as she fine, well, I had to walk up and introduce myself. Well, she sounded so interested. Well, when I asked for her number, she gave me. Well, she was, give me the green light. Well, all these things happen for my head. Okay, baby. Well, I don't know, say you want to why, like, why you been late to call me? Well, so,
Shakara. Shakara.
I had to cool and try to present myself cool.
Yes.
Try to make the girl feel cool. I can remember when I tried to play like the guy get money for pocket. I can remember saying I don't get shit.
Oh.
All I had was my pretty fine face.
Oh.
Well, all the go call you do well.
Hey.
Well, they treat on the good. I say again, baby. No, see, you want to try me, we can fall down.
Hey, oh, hey, oh,
Baby. Hello, see, you want to try the boy, we can come around.
hey, I know why
With the help of my guy, I hired some G guy, just the roll by her feet, then I saw my baby. Okay. I pulled them on the other side. Baby, go down. That's the angle.
Alright, so as you guys can see, we are still having a sideways movement right about there on DXY. Largely everything boils down to the first move we pointed out here in the live stream. For the guys that joined from the beginning of the live stream, they would bear me witness that we made a call on what we expected price to initially do before we jump on it. So, but as you guys can see, the price went down, and since then we've been experiencing this sideways movement on DXY. And if you overlay that to what we expected price to give us on British pound USD, you can see price has failed multiples of time to do that. So we still have to wait for the confirmation before we do anything, and let's keep on waiting on that to happen. But if that doesn't happen, peradventure time is against us, whereby we can no longer execute a trade on the morning section, which I've already given you guys the time for that. Once it's 9:30, if we don't see a setup, we'll close the stream. And from what I see here, I don't see us getting a setup this morning, and I'll give you guys my reasons so that you will understand. Okay, remember we are trading on the 1 minute time. Sorry, did I say 1 minute time frame? I think I need to go and eat. My brain is beginning to lose focus. 15 minutes, I mean to say, guys. I'm sorry about that. We are on the 15-minute time frame, and for us to get an entry on this 15-minute time frame, okay, I'm coming, guys. Please, I need to do something real quick. Okay, I'm coming, guys. To reply some messages that really need my attention. Remember, guys, oh man, a lot of things just need my attention. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, with the way I have a lot of things that really needs me to either look at them or attempt. So yeah, that's the thing about that. But it's okay. It's fair. Sorry guys, I'll be back. Give me a minute. I need to ease myself real quick. I'll be back.
Oh,
baby. I don't know say you want to try the ball. You can come around. Well, with the help of my guy, yo, my hands of Jigga, just the roll by her feet, oh, then I saw my baby.
Asa.
Oh, okay, I pulled up on the other side, ready to go down. That's the hang boy, that's the dude we were looking for.
Oh,
Well, I presented myself so cool
yeah.
with my, with my, well,
I
cut the
feel
long
you.
story short.
Yes.
Yeah, that my baby was married to a soldier. Soldier come, soldier go. Okay, I come again, baby. I don't know, say you want to try, baby. You go calm down. Well, along the line, I saw that this fine girl want to lap with that guy.
Temptation.
And today, the fastest route to, to my place.
Chapa.
I remember how bumping to my husband
Oh,
with the evening camo.
Camo.
Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Sleeping down on the told your brother, baby, but I promise your mom's gonna be alright. Everybody's in the same in the mind for the mockingbird. I'm going to the world. We have 4 minutes remaining for the candle to completely close now. See what I did there? Eminem needs to come and sign me, you know? Okay, guys. I'm loving it.
Oh,
I'm loving it, guys. I'm definitely loving it. I love being here, guys. I think I've said this before now. All right. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is the voice of FX Adventure. Right about on it again. We've pretty much spent the entire morning for the guys that joined very early. I appreciate you guys. And right about now, we are still looking at the British Pound USD. Remember, that's the only guy that is still standing up and showing us interest, and that's the guy we are still observing. But with the prayers and with the effort that we need DXY to, align itself properly. Let's go to DXY. Okay, beauty. What a beauty. What a beauty. Haha. Looking good. DXY finally decided to plunge down. Although it's not yet down to that low we wanted it to be at. Let's look at it closely. That's that guy there. You see a couple of drawings that is lying around there on the chart. We had those drawing earlier today. Anybody that joined the live stream in the morning will bear witness to that. So I think the first candle with no bottom wick has been swiped, okay, which is good, looking really good. But right now what we want to see is for price on DXY to plunge down and take out that low right about there. Okay, remember we have this. If I zoom closer there, okay, we need price to give us that reversal and a buy. Okay, but if that's going to be the case, do you know the funny thing? It means that our setup on Euro USD and maybe a British Pound USD will take another turn. All right, it means it will take another turn, and mind you, on today's price action, let's note today's date. This is 29 August 2025. Okay, so that's the setup we are currently looking at, and this is live market DXY. Obviously you can see that. Now that we see this, maybe our approach on British pound might change a little bit. Okay, it might change a little bit because right now it means that what we expect on DXY is for them to take out that low, then come back up. Okay, Oh my god. Okay, so what do I mean? What I mean is that if we see DXY trade down the way we're observing it and it's doing that so far, it means the direction we are hoping to get on British pound will greatly change. It means now British pound is no longer the best guy for us for some reason, and I'll give you guys my reasons. It means the best guy for us now will most likely be the Euro USD. I know it might sound confusing. I know you might be like, what's this guy saying? I know. But let me land first, okay? Let me land. So why I'm saying it is because of one thing, which is what? DXY. Remember I tell you guys, no matter how good you think your measure pair is looking like, no matter how good the setup looks like, if DXY is not aligned to that, if DXY is saying, brother, this your setup, I don't know about it, trust me, it's a fake setup. It's not going to work. Even if it's going to work, it's going to stress you. It's going to be very difficult for price to actualize it because there is some unaligned setup. There is some contradictory setup. All right? There is some contradictory setup around it. Okay? So that's why I'm saying pay attention to your DXY, people. Pay attention to your DXY, and half of your problems in trading will be solved. Half of it will be solved. Then the remaining half is how you engage on the other prices. All right? You can see it. You see? So that means, remember we had two ideas on what we wanted price to do. All right? Remember, guys, price trade down first, then it reverses. Or price trades up first, then it reverses. But now you can see price is trading down, although we are yet to swipe that bottom. Remember, this is where we have the bottom. We have an alert there. So once we have that crossover, you would the alert will beep. Okay, successfully broke the low. All right. The first step of our expectation is in place. We are now moving to the second step. The first step is actualize. Let's move to the second step. Let's see what BTC is doing. BTC, the mumbo jumbo. The mumbo jumbo of them all is BTC. All right. Okay, we'll let that be. I don't know why I'm slightly a bit excited, but yeah, I should be. I should be. Okay. Okay. So the question now is, the setup we have on British pound would have been very nice if we got that crossover earlier. But it's late. So since it's late, our interest on our interest on GBP USD has greatly changed. Okay, brethren, sisters. No, I think brethren covers for both sisters and brothers. All right, so brethren, to whom it may concern, that notification is for my meeting, but yeah, we are still here. My brothers and my sisters, in this morning live streaming section right here on FX Adventure, our interest on GBP USD have changed. And I already told you guys the reason why. The reason why is because of DXY. Okay? Our interest has greatly changed. So for some reason now, Euro USD looks like it's more like the guy we want to trade now, because it's closely aligned to what we expect. We expect on DXY, because remember, like I told you guys, DXY is like the blueprint on the steps you should take. And the steps you are meant to take now, you go directly onto the major pairs in the likes of Euro USD, British Pound USD, Aussie Dollar USD to trade right on them. All right. Let's look at what Aussie Dollar is doing. Aussie Dollar had a very quick swipe down, which is very interestingly aligned. Okay, but it's generally still a bit off from what we expect. So what we can do is okay, let's look at gold. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold has a swipe down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Still fair. Still fair. Still fair. A couple of things we missed out today though. But it's not our fault, because we don't largely trade uh, with that approach. Okay, I don't trade with that approach, so that's why I'm a little bit going to forgive myself on this one, because now I'm looking at other guys. I'm seeing some interesting things we would have done that we didn't do. Okay, but I'll forgive myself for that because we did not account for it. Okay, so right now what I expect is just like we normally expect a crossover in the other guys. We expect the same crossover here on DXY, and that will trickle down to a sell here on Euro USD, of which you can see that sell coming in. But I'm not going to engage yet. I'll take my time. I'll take my time. All right. And remember, we have from now um, till 9:30 to engage. In a situation whereby that's not the case anymore, then we can wait for the afternoon section when price must have developed a lot more, um, rather. Okay, so it's highly important we know that. Extremely important we know that. But the good thing I'm quite excited is the fact that the first step of what we wanted is a little bit actualized, a little bit. And what I mean by a little bit is that, remember I pointed out a candle without a bottom wick here. Just before that we have a swing. We also have one that is here, but I don't know how, if price is going to reach there. But if price is going to reach there, that would be great. That would be nice to see. There's another one here. I think price also took out that one also. Okay, yeah, it came close to it, so let's overlay it there. You see price came into it, then now you are seeing that reversal coming in. Another one is this one here. Okay, so let's see what price is going to do. If they're going to reverse totally up, okay, fine and good, we'll see that. If they are going to not do that, we'll also see that. But the only thing that I feel maybe we would have jumped on was the was on the initial swipe, but I'll forgive myself for that because I didn't account for that. So let me stop beating myself up for that. Would have been a very good entry, but I would want to wait for a further confirmation before I can engage on that. So I'm not going to make any decision on that for now. We'll wait and see. Euro USD will be going down, usual. That's normal. British pound USD on the other side, you can see this guy has totally misaligned itself. So the guy that is standing alone right now is this guy. This guy is standing alone for now. Aussie dollar is quite slightly a little bit aligned, but not totally aligned. Gold, on the other hand, is largely aligned, but still not totally aligned. But I can arguably say that gold is still looking good. The only issue I have with gold was this up movement they did first. So I'll still forgive myself on this one. There's no need to feel bad about that. I think that's largely the places we would have wanted. Let's look at this US oil. Remember, we left US oil because of that big guy there, and we are right to leave it because immediately after the price came to that red spot, you can see price initially started to trying to trade up, but nothing much is still going on here. Friday's price action can be very boring, as we can see. S&P 500, let's see if we can see something here that might interest us. Not necessarily, not necessarily, not necessarily, not necessarily. I don't know how S&P 500 correlates with DXY. Maybe it has a mind of its own. I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm seeing here, okay. Before we leave the stream, we'll just note out some things that we need to look out for in the afternoon section. So you can get your pen and paper because during the afternoon I might pose that question back to you guys to know who and who is paying attention and who is not. But well, if you pay attention, it's to your own good. Even if you don't, it's still your own thing. We are not here to micromanage or do anything. We are here to have fun. We are here for entertainment, and we are here to share knowledge. So, regardless of how you want to go about it, it's your cup of tea. Okay. So on this side, I'll take note. I'll write it on the chart. I will note on the chart the important prices we will look out for and what we expect from them. Uh, so I'll note this guy well aligned. Okay, I'll just write well. No, there's no need. I'll write it in my paper. If I write it here, it will make this chart dirty. And also, there are more price action that will develop before the afternoon section. So yeah, Euro USD is a price we need to look out for. Okay, Euro USD is looking good. Is looking well aligned. So we'll look out for that. Euro USD, British Pound USD is a little bit slightly not aligned. So we are leaving it out for now. It would have been our idea on British Pound was for the morning section, but you can see the confirmation we failed to get the confirmation for the morning section, so that's why uh, we are not taking anything here because even currently the price is now misaligned for GBP USD. On the AUD USD, which is Australian dollar, slightly aligned. We'll still keep a close tab on this to see what price does going forward on that. USD Canadian dollar is a price I've been watching, and most times I see it play perfectly. But the issue I have with it is, oh man, I missed out totally. To be honest, it's okay. No need to cry over spilled milk. The only issue I have was the first movement price did. It totally disoriented our bias, but this would have been a very good setup. Very good setup. This would have been a very good trade to take like this. Of course, by now we'll be breaking even, but it's fair enough. There is no need to cry over spilled milk. We missed out on this one. It's fine. But yeah, largely I think the continuation of this sell might be okay to observe, but at the same time, I would largely want to see what DXY is still doing. It's very, very important we know what DXY is doing. On the BTC standpoint, I think BTC is still, I'm still maintaining my buy entry. Maybe in the afternoon section, we can look for a buy. I'm still maintaining that BTC at least will give a buy. It's been selling for quite a while, and I think it's majorly taking out some important liquidity. We still have this liquidity here though, but hopefully before the afternoon section, BTC should try and take it out. If they can take it out before the afternoon section, that would be nice. That would be nice. Even if they don't take it out, we'll still see how we can trade that on the afternoon. Let me remove this alert that is here. On the US oil, we've already looked at that. We are not taking any further trade on that. We'll wait for the afternoon section on that. S&P 500, we said we'll wait for the afternoon section for that. What else? What else? What else? USD JPY. Let's have a quick overlook on that and see. Okay, beauty. It's a beauty actually. It's a beauty. It's a beauty actually. I can take a shot on this. I can take a shot on this to be honest. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I can take a shot on this if we can get a pullback. We still have, yeah, if we can get a pullback. Let me get my fib. Let me get my fib first. If I take my fib all the way from there, the 50% is there, and that even well aligns with the other block I'm seeing there. That's the 50 there. Okay, I'm going to remove this now. Let's take one more push. Let's take one more pending order here. I think we can take one more pending order here. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, still fine. It's okay. All right, is that it? Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. Of course, anywhere around here, around these lows will be okay. And that's exactly almost 2 to 1 is what we see there. Almost 2 to 1. This is USD JPY. We'll take that trade and we will close the morning section. USD JPY, USD JPY. USD JPY. Currently trading below the 21 EMA. The 100 EMA is there. The pullback we want is almost there. How many pips? We have 1 pip, so we have to account for 1 pip move. We have to account for it. So from the entry there, sorry, I have to remove this red line so I can see the entry. I want to get the number of pips out. Mind you, we need to get this pullback before 9:30. After 9:30, we might not want to take it anymore. So the pullback need to occur before 9:30. This is my best of knowledge. If not, we'll just wait for the afternoon section. We'll also get to measure out 1 pip from the stop loss part of things. I don't even know why I'm doing this here. I can do it here. I can do it here. Okay, that will be around here. pip will be there. Okay, I'll copy the price there.
As soon as she find, well, I have to work up and
Sell
well, she
pending.
sounded so interested.
Well,
When I asked for her
I'll
number,
put this here. Okay.
she was, give me
For the
feedback
stop
on
loss, obviously another one pip from the top would be nice.
you want to try me.
Uh-huh.
EUR. Oh,
One pip from the top will give me
You want to try me.
one pip from the top will keep me around here. So I copy the price. Come here, add the stop loss. So if I open this here now, I'll be risking $0.97. I will increase the volume a bit. Increase. Half of 14 will give me what? Half of 14, let's do 14 divided by 3, divided by 2, I mean.
yes.
I think it's 7, okay? So I'll risk $7 on this pending order. So here I would increase. Now it's around 5.8 for the risk. Increase one more is 6. Let's leave it at 5.8. Let's leave it at just 5.8 here, okay? Confirm. So I have a pending sell on USD JPY. Okay, I have a pending sell on that. If price can trade back up into that zone, pick our order and start going down. Of course, our stop loss will be the last swing low we'll see. No, our TP, I mean to say, will be the last swing low we'll see. But we'll leave it for now until we get the entry. Then we can look at adding the TP. Okay, mind you, we need that pullback to occur before 9:30. We have 8 minutes remaining for that to happen. Let's see if we can get the pullback in for that to happen. Okay, let's see if we can get the pullback for that to happen. On the other hand, mind you, it's before 9:30. All right, so if we wait and the pullback doesn't occur before 9:30, then we'll leave it alone. We'll then leave it alone. If you have any questions, comments, please drop it, because soon we'll be bringing the morning session to a close for the afternoon. So we have a pending order, right, on USD JPY. Okay, like I said, we need the pullback into that our entry to occur before 9:30. So we have like 7 minutes